It doesn't matter if it's sports, eSports, or that little old thing called real life. If the favorite always came out on top, well, things just wouldn't be that interesting. So let's take a moment to honor the underdogs from the biggest stage. Here are the 5 greatest upsets in World's history. In 2018, Cloud9 stumbled their way into the main draw with a 5-game nail-biter against the LCL's Gambit eSports in the play-in stage, when they were drawn into the group of death, alongside the defending champs from Gen G and the tournament favorites in RNG. People believed that the heroes of NA's Worlds run was over before it even really started. But after getting wins against everyone in their group, they advanced to the knockout round as a 2nd seed and drew Korea's 2nd seed in the Africa Freaks, where they were tasked with doing something a Western team has never accomplished: beating a Korean team in a best-of series at Worlds. Not only did Cloud9 complete the unthinkable, but they did it without dropping a game.
It would be almost the last case. They're gonna dive into the pit, plenty of damage available, but will they even stop the Baron as the smite? Oh, he gets the kill on the juggler! Who's gonna get it?
Oh!
You gotta be kidding me! Licorice solo carrying this game! Cloud9 will make it to the semifinals! A 3-0 sweep! The first time in 7 years! Cloud9 in the top 4 at Worlds!
After dethroning Fnatic in the EU LCS Finals, Alliance came into the 2014 World Championship with high expectations as Europe's #1 seed, and Froggen being ranked as high as 8th in the LoL eSports top 20 players at Worlds list. After getting a perfect game over Korea's Najin Shield to move to 3-2 and a date with a winless wildcard squad from Brazil on the horizon, Alliance looked primed for a trip to the quarterfinals. That was until they met Tinone's Ahri and before they got KABUUM.
Alliance have to swing around and sweep and try and cause this one. The charm catches on Wicked. Tinones goes in. He's got him. He takes him down. And that's going to cause real problems. The inhibitor turret is being bashed on. Froggen moves in. Can he slide across? Tinones, Sonya's hourglass catches him out. The Ratata attack comes around the side, but Froggen turned around. He goes down. KABUUM are destroying Alliance. KABUUM, they flip the fuse. And they are going to take the game here. It's just a bit more. Froggen's charmed up, and it's the kiss of death for him. A triple kill coming in for Tinones, and I can't believe it, D-Man. KABUUM takes the game over Alliance. What the hell just happened?
Now this is a special one because the upset runs over an entire tournament, not a single game or series. Season 2 was when the World Championship blew up globally and featured teams from all the major regions. Europe, Korea, China, and North America all had teams that people looked at as favorites to win the event, but nobody really thought of Taiwan. Rookie mistake. The Taipei Assassins went undefeated in their Taiwanese regional qualifiers and earned a bye to the quarterfinals at Worlds. They came in as big-time underdogs in their first match against powerhouse Najin Sword, fresh off their 3-0 group stage performance. The Taiwan squad crushed Najin in a clean 2-0 sweep. Next up was one of the overall tournament favorites in Moscow 5. Alex Each's Evelyn led the Russian lads to a 1-0 series lead, but TPA bounced back to dominate the next 2 games and continue their Cinderella run. In the grand finals, TPA were, you guessed it, massive underdogs against Azubu Frost, who were 7-1 at the tournament overall and the winners of the 2012 Azubu Champions event. After a 40-minute slugfest, everything went according to plan in Game 1 with an Azubu win. But the script got thrown out the window and into the incinerator when TPA won the next 3 games in a row to capture Taiwan's first and only World Championship.
Taipei has nothing to do now. The shockwave pulls in, comes Evlon. BB picks up a kill on Jason. Shy goes down. Madlife getting stripped. Oriana picks up another kill. Taipei Assassins are the Season 2 World Champions. They picked up $1 million and the Summoners Cup.
Now, there are almost zero expectations for wildcard teams at the World Championship, and in 2016, when Albus Nox was placed in a group with an MSI finalist and the summer champions from EU and the LCK, those expectations were placed even lower for a region that hadn't been represented at all at Worlds since 2013. Albus Nox made quick work of CLG and G2 in their first meetings to set themselves up well to finish top 2 in their group, but a matchup against one of the tournament favorites in the ROX Tigers, well, that is a different beast entirely, but Liquid and the ANX boys feared no one.
Hey guys, we are from Wildcard, and they have told you before, being underdog doesn't mean being a loser, that's all.
But the Nexus, just a little too much for Liquid, going for it, the hero of ANX! And it's not enough just yet, Rock's still back again!
All these minions are hitting the void link still, the Nexus
Liquid,
is
go! He's
the greatest triumph!
He's gonna get it!
They did it!
Oh my god, they did it!
ANX just took down the ROX Tigers.
ANX would lose to ROX in a first-place tiebreaker, but still became the first wildcard team to ever advance to the knockout round. 2018 was undoubtedly the year of RNG, as they came into Worlds with a chance to complete the Grand Slam, that is Spring LPL champions, MSI champions, Summer LPL champs. All that was missing was that coveted World Championship. They were the overall tournament favorites with good reason, and when they matched up opposite the third-seeded G2 eSports in the quarterfinals, it was supposed to be a walkover for China's best. G2 was swept in the EU LCS quarterfinals and was forced to go through play-ins to even qualify for the main event at Worlds. After falling down 2-1 to the tournament favorites, G2 came back to stomp Game 4 with a near-perfect performance, and in Game 5, PERKZ showcased exactly why North America flaunts around wads of cash to fill their league with EU mid laners.
Being a favorite in this tournament is
can get more.
Xiaohu may get solo
No way.
kill.
No
Ignite
way.
is ticking down. One more!
He gets him!
PERKZ gets the solo kill.
And for the vast majority of this, PERKZ!
So close. The Ignite is ticking down. He's not it. PERKZ is godlike with the help of Yarn and NWD. GA.
Uzi's down.
Back up. With Uzi down. It's all on Xiaohu. Xiaohu's running for
Look
the
at
PERKZ has found him. PERKZ goes golden with the hourglass. They may have just done it.
G2 have just dismantled RNG, and they're gonna make their way to the semi-finals!
There are not enough words to describe the results of today's quarterfinals.
They did it! G2 actually took down RNG.